today's video, I wanted to do a 22 things I've learned in 22 years video. And I wanted to do this because I feel like I've learned so much over the 22 years of my life. And I feel like I have some like advice to share if you want to look at this as an advice video. It's not actually an advice video, it's just what I've learned. But if you want to take some things and apply it to your life, from a sister to a sister, and I'm just gonna get into the video. Okay, the first thing that I've learned is how fast time flies by. It's the weirdest thing because I don't know, I can't even believe I'm 22, but you know when you're young, how everybody's always like, time flies by so fast, and you're like, yeah, time flies by, but it really does fly by. And it's just crazy to think that I'm a senior in college, my brother is a senior in high school. So just cherish your life and don't always be trying to move on to the next phase in your life. Like, enjoy where you are because time just flies. So if you are in college, just take these years and just like cherish them because you just don't want to look back with regrets. The second thing I've learned, and I'm looking at my phone because I have a list. Look at this, oh my god. But the second thing I've learned is to make your own opinions about people. We've all been in situations where, like for example, if a girl's like talking about someone that you haven't met and they're just like, oh yeah, that girl is such a brat, like she is so stuck up and she is so rude, and you're like, wow, like maybe she's stuck up and she's rude, like she's like, I don't like her. And then you meet the girl and you're like, you're actually really nice, like you're not stuck up, like you're thinking this in your head, like you're not stuck up, you're not rude, like you're actually really chill and really cool. And you realize that your mind just like got all messed up by what someone else had told you about her. So basically what I'm saying is take other people's opinions with a grain of salt and just make your own opinions. Okay, the third thing I've learned is that you are no better than anybody else and nobody else is any better than you. And the reason I say that is because you don't want to walk around and be like, I'm better than all y'all, because you're not. And you also don't want to walk around being like insecure, thinking that everybody's, you know, so much better than you and you're so below everybody else, because nobody else is better than you and vice versa, you're not better than anybody else. Fourth thing I've learned is blondes 100% have more fun. The fifth thing I've learned is to not invest too much into people in your life that are temporary, and that can be friendships, relationships. Like if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, don't like emotionally pour everything into one person, and you know in the back of your mind like they're not gonna be in my life forever, they're a temporary thing, and you know that like in the back of your mind. So don't cry yourself to sleep over people that literally aren't gonna be your forever in life. Number 6, God never shuts a door in your life without opening another one. And I am like the prime example for this thing that I've learned because it's happened to me a million times in my life. God's taken people out of my life and he's replaced them with something so much better every single time. He's done that with relationships. He's done that with my major. When I first started college, I was an elementary education major, which is a great major. It just wasn't for me, but he took it out of my life, and then I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, I don't know what I'm gonna major in. And then all of a sudden he replaced it with a great major, and I'm extremely happy now. So like, he's not gonna take something out of your life without replacing it with something better. The 7th thing I've learned is the importance to just stop and put down your phone and take a minute to look around and just enjoy the moment and like enjoy your life. Because like, I don't know if y'all have had these moments, and I'm sure you have. I feel like everybody has kind of had these moments where like you're laughing with your friends like till your stomach hurts, or you're with your family and you're having a great time, and then you just like look around and you're like, dang, life is so good. So just the importance of just taking a minute and just looking around and just like appreciating life. Okay, and the 8th thing that I've learned is to make passionate decisions rather than rational decisions. And I heard a quote one time that said, what would you do if you knew you wouldn't fail? And it like stuck with me because I was like, that's so true. Everybody kind of makes decisions in their life thinking, what if I fail? But what if you knew you wouldn't fail? You would do the things that you're passionate about. So if that's picking a major in college, you don't have to put yourself in a little box and say that you're gonna do nursing because it's what everybody expects of you if it's not what you're genuinely passionate about. Or like for me, like when I started my YouTube channel, I was like, this is so weird. Like people are gonna be like, this girl is so weird. And I was like, what if nobody watches my videos? Like that's gonna be so awkward. And it's just like, if I'm passionate about it, I'm not gonna think about all these things. Like I'm just gonna do it because it's something that I am passionate about, something that I wanna do, so I'm just gonna do it. And kind of tying in with what I just said, number 9 is I've learned the importance of just doing whatever you want. Like if you take a bomb picture and you wanna post it on Instagram, but you're like, oh my gosh, like selfies aren't a thing anymore. Like you better post that picture if it's a good picture, girl. Like you already know you want to post that picture. Just post it. Like do whatever you want to do. Or like one time somebody came up to me and was like, you know who you are if you're watching this. They were like, I was wearing joggers and they were like, joggers aren't a thing anymore. And I was like, what you mean joggers ain't a thing anymore? Like I don't care what everybody else thinks is a thing or a trend or whatever. Like if I want to wear it, I'm gonna wear it. If I want to post it, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. So just do whatever you want to do. Number 10, I've learned to not compare yourself to others because comparison is the root of unhappiness. And there's been times when obviously like you are scrolling through Instagram and you're like, dang, like this girl is so pretty. You just compare yourself to somebody, or like, oh my god, this is so bad. Like if your boyfriend has like a beautiful ex-girlfriend and you're like, dang, this girl is so pretty, like don't compare yourself to her. I don't know, it's like the weirdest thing to me. And obviously like I've done it, but it's something that I've learned, like just don't, like just check yourself and like check your head when you start doing it, because it's just like you can't change who you are, and why would you want to? So just kind of like check yourself and like stop and evaluate what it is you're thinking about. Number 11, I've learned that it's okay to have a small circle of really diehard trustworthy friends than a large group of acquaintances. If you have a small circle, that's not a bad thing. Number 12, kind of tying into what I just said, as good as it is to have like your small, close, genuine friends, also don't close yourself off to making new friendships and inviting new people in your life. I know like I've found myself being so content with the people that are in my life that I don't care to like put myself out there to anybody else, and that's not really the best thing to do either. That was probably really confusing, but like I think y'all know what I'm trying to say. The 13th thing that I've learned is there are millions or like billions of people on the planet. I don't know how many people there are on the planet, but there's like a lot of people on the planet, but there's only one you, and you're special, and God's made you to be the person that He wanted you to be. So just like understand how unique you are in God's eyes. There's no one else in the world like you. So just be content with yourself and be confident and be happy with yourself. Number 14, I've learned that if you're unsure about an opportunity, for example, if you're not sure that you should take a job, then just do it anyway, because you can always quit. I feel like I heard somebody talk about how like we live in a society where people think that if they're in something that they can't get out of it, but you can always quit. Like if you think you should do something, just try it and just do it for the experience, and if you love it, you love it, but if you don't love it, you can always quit. Number 15, I've learned that when someone compliments you, just accept it. Number 16, I've learned to let your achievements humble you and not make you prideful. Number 17, I've learned the importance of family and how important it is to take time for your family and come home from college and like be with them and spend quality time with them, your mom, your dad, your siblings, your grandparents. Spend time with your family because they're not gonna be here forever and they are the ones in your life that are your ride or dies. So just, I guess what I'm trying to say is just make your family a priority. Number 18, I've learned that it's important to be able to appreciate specific characteristics about somebody without necessarily liking the person, if that makes sense. Like for example, if there's somebody that you really don't like or you're not really a big fan of, it's okay not to like the person, but I think it's important to appreciate that she's very pretty or that she's got a bomb personality. Like I'm not really a big fan of her, or like maybe she's hurt my feelings in the past, but like she's a beautiful girl, or she's got a bomb personality. Like you can appreciate certain things about the person without liking the person. Number 19, I've learned to not waste your time trying to prove your self-worth to people that don't see it. Number 20, never let your kindness be taken as weakness. Number 21, God has got you. You just have to trust in life sometimes that things like aren't gonna go your way, or they're not gonna go the way that you planned for them to go, but God has got you. Like, you just have to trust that He's gonna bring you through like a difficult situation in your life. Like for example, this is my 5th year of college. I'm just now a senior in college, and I never thought that, oh shoot, is my camera about to die? Like I never thought that I would be in my camera died. But like I never thought that I would be going to college for 5 years and still not have graduated, if that makes sense. But like I'm not gonna give you guys my whole life story, but if you know the things that have just like perfectly lined up in my life, like it's crazy. God has just put it all together from start to finish, and you just have to trust Him. Like with everything in your life, like you just have to trust like God is gonna bring me through it. Like I'm gonna get a good job one day, I'm gonna have a good husband one day, and I'm gonna, like, all these things that you want in your life are gonna happen for you because God has got you. If it's His plan for your life, like it will happen. Number 22, the last thing I've learned is that it's okay not to have everything all figured out. I'm still like kind of scared. Like when I graduate, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I have to get like a real job. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm going in this field. I don't know if I'm going to grad school. Like I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet, but it's okay not to have everything all figured out. Or like if you're in high school and you're a senior and you like don't know what you're gonna major in, it's okay. Just calm down and just think about it. Like everything's gonna work itself out. Like you don't have to have everything all figured out. Just chill and just enjoy life and just understand that everything's gonna work itself out. God's gonna put it all together and your life is gonna line up perfectly, exactly how He wanted it to line up, and everything's gonna work out perfectly. So I just wanted to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'm sorry it was probably really long, but if you guys would just hit like, hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.